If you've been watching the Spawn and Halloween videos that I've been posting lately, this is October, actually it's November now, excuse me, of 2020. I posted those Halloween videos in October of 2020. You saw me open this really nice OG Series 1 McFarlane, actually Todd Toys hamburger head Spawn. And here is Malbolgia. He's got this little skull thing here. I bought these off of somebody local who bought them back in the day when they came out, stored them in a garage, and you can kind of see there's some watermarks and things like that. They were just not, you know, they were kind of not stored in a way that protected them from the elements. So today we are going to get into this guy right here, the Spawnmobile. This is a very cool piece. I've seen it loose before, but never actually opened it up. So that is what we're going to do today. I know you see this the big kahuna over here, the Spawn Alley. Just be patient. We'll get the Spawn Alley eventually. Leave that right there. Okay. So it's got all kinds of things going on here. Chains and missiles and guns and things that pop up and all that kind of stuff. You can see the box. Looks like somebody cut it. Maybe when they were unpacking it. It's just been crushed. There's like poop on it. I don't know what that. I just touched it. It's kind of gross. So this, you know, again, wasn't stored well, and I don't know. I don't think it, you know, it doesn't really display well because of the damage it's received. So we're gonna do what we do here and pop this open, free it from its cell. So there it is, and it's just kind of thrown in there. I mean, this doesn't look like it's been retaped, and you can see there's like the spikes have kind of damaged the box, because, you know, part of me thinks like maybe somebody opened it and put it back in there, but yeah, actually, I feel like maybe when that stink, oh, like that stinks like bad stink. Okay. Yeah, this kind of smells like kitty litter, so that's gross. All right, so I think maybe somebody has actually opened this because there should have been something in the front like this to secure it as well, or maybe not. I don't know. So, but this has obviously not been opened. So we're gonna put this here. We got some decals. We have a Windshield Chains. Those are the wheels in the back. There's a clip, another chain with a hook, another clip, and a couple of missiles. So there's no instructions, which I find that odd, because if you watch the Malbolgia, he actually came with this like booklet. So I don't know, maybe this has been opened. I don't know, it just hasn't been assembled. So let's put together. Again, this is from Todd Toys, which interestingly the name, or excuse me, the address in the box says Farmington Road in Livonia, Michigan, which is kind of weird. All right, so we have two pop-out working rocket launchers, a pop-up engine with telescoping cannon, a spoiler catapult that launches the skull and chains, a grappling hook with chains, pull-out rear wheels. So there's no instructions. I don't want to break anything. Let's see. Okay, so there's a button back here that launches this thing, which we'll do that in a minute. These, I guess you just pop them out. Ew! Look at that. There's a stink bug. Is it alive? It is alive. That is disgusting. So no wonder this thing stinks. I wonder how that dude got in there. So let this be a lesson. If you are storing toys in a garage, in an attic, in a basement, make sure they're kind of in some sort of like plastic tote or something like that, because that's pretty gross. Yeah, so no wonder that stinks, because there's a freaking stink bug in there. Okay, so that's nasty. That was a fun little surprise. All right, so we got one missile. We got another. Oh man, oh, it stinks. Okay. So that launches like that. You push this little trigger, and they shoot out like that. So there's that. Whoa. Man, I need to open a window. Ugh. Okay. Here is the windshield. Just trying to be careful with it. I don't want to break it. It's not very intuitive. You think it just would pop right on there. So while I'm doing this, I also want to plug, obviously I mentioned the two spawns that I showed you at the beginning of this video. There's like some kind of like manga robot bug spawn I did a while back. I forgot what it's called. I did a gold edition of Clown, where his head kind of spins. I think I've done like Angela maybe. I know I've done like a goddess from Total Chaos and some other things like that. So check those out. Alright, so that's see, that's the thing. It's not staying on there very well. I think, I don't know. Maybe we got it. All right. So this goes up here. You see it's kind of cut out. And I guess the chain, yeah, okay. So the chains go like this. It's definitely kind of tricky to get it all right. I think some of this stuff was better, maybe look good on paper, but okay. So we got that on there. Let's see how it shoots. It doesn't. Maybe you gotta take the chains off. Okay, that didn't work either. All right, well, I'm not gonna keep messing with that. I don't want to bore you. So this grappling hook with the chain, I think that's what these clip. Oh, no, here. So there's this tow hook. It doesn't seem to want to go in. So here are the wheels. I forget what these are called. They're like on drag cars. They have them. Yeah, these don't really fit in there too well. Okay. I don't want to break it. Yeah, that would kind of not be a good thing. All right, so we're gonna mess with all this stuff later because I don't want to break it. I don't want to force anything. But we got these decals, and decals are cool. We like decals. That's part of the fun of opening some of these things. So there's, you can see, Spawn logo with the chain, and then I would assume that's like a grill, or those are like the headlights. So we have this decal right here. We're gonna put it right. Try to make sure it's nice and straight. There, that looks pretty good. All right. We're going to do the other side. So they're kind of like a flame side and like a blood side. Let's see, the trick over here, it's the same decal. The trick is that I'm going to open this up. So even on the box, I'm looking at it right now, it has it kind of here, like in the middle, because there, that, as you can see, it even kind of comes up in that gap right there. So that's kind of the problem with having it be the same size. They should have had it a different size for each, because that fits really well there, but not so much on the other side. Okay. So now we got the headlights. Man, I was going to keep this box, but it's gross. It's gross and stinky, so that box is going in the trash, unfortunately. I don't think it can be saved. I don't want that stinky, dirty, bug-infested box in my house. But luckily, we freed this guy from its plastic prison. And, yeah, we're going to have to kind of fumigate it a little bit. Alright, so it shows on the box this piece being right here, and then that chain kind of going down here, which is kind of weird, because you're going to be covering that grill, but that's what they have. So we're going to do that. I want to show you something. Just kind of notice this. So you can see here, like I was just telling you that. Look at that front lip right there. That is very different than what's actually on the vehicle. So it makes me wonder, is there a front lip attachment that goes on this that's missing? Or was that something just kind of like in the prototype that they decided not to use? I don't know. I'll have to go find another example and look online. I didn't notice that. You can see it on the side of the box there too. And actually, yeah, so see that little lip, and I guess it's kind of on there, but that definitely protrudes quite a bit. I mean, as much as the spikes do. Whereas, you know, that definitely doesn't. So yeah, so I wonder what's going on with that. All right. So we got this cannon, which I don't know how the cannon comes out. And these wheels are supposed to pop out according to the box. Pull out rear wheels and a pop-up engine with telescoping cannon. So I guess it just, ow. See, if you don't get the windshield on right, it's hitting the windshield. I bet this is why you don't really see these complete too often. So I thought there'd be like a trigger somewhere. Here or here or something. I don't know. It just kind of pulls up. And apparently that's supposed to telescope. But it is definitely, oh, there it goes. I guess telescope means in and out. So there's that. I thought it would twist, but it doesn't. Okay. So that goes in there. And let's see if Mr. Spawn, obviously going to take his cape off, will fit in the driver's seat. So he fits in there. It's definitely not really to scale. I mean, so like he would be driving with his knees, which is kind of weird. It's almost like this car is designed for a 3 3/4 inch figure, which let's find one. I got several here. But he's obviously not 3 3/4 inches. He is like 5.5 inches. So let's see how a 3 3/4 inch figure fits. I've also opened this guy. Mutton Junkyard. So check that video out too. Alright, so here's the problem with the 3 3/4 inch. He, first of all, looks like a little kid sitting in a big chair. His feet don't touch the ground. But also, he would also be driving with basically his ankles. So yeah, it's almost like they made this without considering the figures. Because you can't have him, I mean, he can kind of like lean forward and, I don't know. So I guess, you know, this is more like kind of a use your imagination kind of thing, because you see that clearly his knee is right at the steering wheel. I guess he looks okay. You know what they should have done, I think, you know, kind of like some of the McLarens, is have like just one seat, you know. If you had him at one seat and a steering wheel right there, I think that would look much better. But, you know, he does kind of fit over here. It just looks kind of weird. It's kind of weird that he has a car to begin with, I guess. So, I don't know. I'm not going to really mess with this too much more. I think it's cool looking, but I think functionally it kind of like this is obviously not going on or coming off well. You know, this thing kind of failed. These chains, like, they don't really seem to come out. I mean, obviously it's like a seatbelt, but I don't know. It almost feels like this is more... Oh, you know why those aren't coming out? Because they're zip tied. I don't have any scissors with me, but we'll have to fix that. So it almost seems like you're just supposed to display this by itself, not actually with figures, is what kind of my verdict. But anyway, it's kind of cool. I'm glad we got to free it. I'm definitely going to throw all the other stuff away because it stinks. It definitely stinks. And, you know, maybe try to figure some of this out. These pieces that didn't go in there very well. But I'm glad you joined me on this little journey of the Todd Toys Spawnmobile. And I hope that you open your toys and play with them.